Hello, everybody. Welcome to Step into the Portal and happy Friday. I am live here with my friend, Mr. Jude. Matthew, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for having me.
We're all hands today because we are going to rock some Universus, and we've actually been pre-chatting already for 15 minutes. So
yeah,
that's how that goes. But everything's good?
Yeah, why not? I'll say it. I'll make that claim.
All right. We've actually been playing on Friday still. We just haven't streamed. I don't know. Maybe it's just been. We've had a couple short sessions where we've had to play quick. So we just kind of did that. But we're back and playing on some Fridays. So you can try to catch us here. We're talking about maybe playing some Star Wars as well. So we'll have to see. But thank you for continuing to join us and watch the videos, everybody. All right, Matthew, shall we roll off? Oh, we have to say who we're playing.
Yes.
I am playing Jin.
Speed Demon, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah.
That is it.
Good. Tell me about Jin.
So Jin has 2 responses. 6-hander with 27 health. One is tenacious, so if he is committed, he can still do his ability. Mill 1. After an attack is played, it gets +2 or -2 speed. If you milled an attack, it's +3 or -3 instead. Wow, that's really good.
I'm
and
just
then
reading this for the first time. Oh my goodness.
I can commit. After you play an enhance ability on attack, if it has less than its printed speed, I cancel that effect. So I can cancel one of your enhances each round.
Okay.
Well, enhance on an attack, I believe. Yes.
All right. And you're 27 health, right?
27.
That's garbage. What am I going to do about that? I'm playing Jiro 2. Back to best girl. And she is a 7-hander for 19 health and vitality, or whatever we're calling it nowadays. And enhance, if this attack speed is 4 or greater, it gets -2 speed, or I can seal and ready 1 foundation. So, which is interesting because I can seal and ready a foundation, mine or yours. So if I seal your foundation, it will ready it, which is annoying. But I could seal and ready mine, which is good for having some extra foundations to tap and stuff like that. And seal means to get rid of all the abilities on that card, and that card can no longer gain any abilities. Like you can't give stun 2 to a sealed card, and seal only lasts to the end of the turn. And I have a response which says, after your attack deals damage, gain 3 applause counters. Applause counters in this economy, you better believe it, because my deck has that alternate win con with applause counters in it. So who knows if I will draw the cards necessary to even make that happen. Also, I'll say this now, Brandt, just so you know. My deck certainly is My Hero Academia format legal.
Gotcha. I'm down.
If you know what I'm saying, that means it's not necessarily standard legal.
No problem. No problem. We're having fun here. All right, let's roll some dice.
Don't tell me what to do. All right, I'll do it. Okay, I will roll. Oh dear, I've got 6.
And I have 5.
Am I going first?
You are.
All right. I don't know how good it looks when I've pre-drawn my hand of 7, and now I'm feeling like that doesn't look like a good thing. But these have been here for a long time, so that's what I've got.
Ages, even.
For ages. Oh, interesting. I will. Oh, I start committed because of. I'm going first. I will actually. I'm going to get rid of 1 card and draw 1. All right. GG, good luck, have fun, and all that good stuff. I'm going to go with. On a 2, I'm going to play Incredible Display. Check to 5. Let's put this here like that, and put this here like that. I'll be banned from a tournament so quick. Just take this off screen, and take this off screen, and this will go off screen now. I'm going to go with the very legal new training method on a 3. Check to 4. Yeah, this deck's got a bunch of set 1 and 2 cards in it, essentially. I'm going to go with Jiro's base on a 3.
Okay.
Check to 4. That's not even My Hero Academia legal now. I've realized I've got some card. This is Keiko support, which is from a Dark Tournament. So this is this remove 2 applause? Yeah, this is all applause counter stuff. I will go with 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I will go with Soulful Rendition on a 4. Check to 5.
Ooh.
Oh, is he going to do it? And I'm going to go with Pro Hero 10 on a 1, 2, 3, 4 on a 4 as well. Check to 3. So I didn't get that. Pushed it. But this is what I've got going on. And it is your turn, my good man.
I will review and draw 2.
Do you know what? The one word in the whole of this game that I can never remember is review. I can never remember those review.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's supposed to be like sports, right? Like, let's go to the review, or let's review that, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's all, a lot of it was fighting game analogies, right?
Indeed. All right, some Deadly Ruthlessness out of 2 checks a shiny 3. Some Master of Wind on a 3 checks a 3. Some Adaptable Anatomy on a 3 checks a 5. Out of Reach on a 4 checks a 5. And why not? Some Demon Plants on a 6 checks a 5, commit 6.
Excellent. I've already misplayed, just so you know.
Oh no.
I have a response on new training method, which is once you build this card, you can build another foundation from your hand, committed. But I didn't do that, and I won't be doing it because you better believe next time I'll remember.
There you go.
All right.
I will remember you.
All right, I'm going to draw up to 7.
You were supposed to do the
do. Yeah. I will remember you. Oh yeah.
Oh, now we have 0 viewers. No.
I've got some great cards. Classics.
Did you say gray or great?
Great. Oh yeah, gray cards would not be the most. I do have some gray cards, but I've got some classic cards of the format that I'm excited about. All right, cards that people are sick of, that they're happy have rotated out, and I'm playing them. So this card is worthless though, so I won't be doing that. This and this is interesting. This is also interesting, and I think I would like to do that. But I will go with this first. Okay, so I want to do that. All right. Sorry, I'm just having a good look. Do I do this now? That's bad for now. Actually, nothing I can do is optimal. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this is okay, but I can't do this aspect of it, and this is fine, but I don't get this power from it. So nothing I can do is optimal. But I will actually review a card because
do it.
I'm going to do that because I'm going to get rid of the Jiro's base because I already have one out and it's unique, so I can't get another one. Okay, that's okay. We're just gonna. Do you know what?
Excuse me.
All right, I'm gonna open with Tongue Whip on a 4. Do you know what? Let's do this while it's here, so you can actually see what the card does. So Tongue Whip on a 4. Check to 3 with another Tongue Whip actually. Whew. So I will commit new training method to do that. And my first is add the top card.
I think I actually respond.
Go for it.
So I mill 1. It's an attack, so it's -3 speed.
-3 speed. So this is going to be a full 1 low at the moment. 4. I feel like I'm just doing this. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I can get through your defenses on this first turn, if I'm honest. I will add the top card of my rival's deck to their card pool, please.
Got it.
And now it's you.
That is all I have.
Okay. That's all I have. That's all I have. I actually can't do. Oh, okay. Actually, I get +1 damage for each card in your rival's card pool. So this is a 1 low for 5.
All right.
That's me. There's nothing else I can do right now.
I shall block it on a 2, 3, 4. Check to 5, so blocked.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm just going to go into a different gear right now, and I will on a 3 go for new training method. Check to 5.
Remember the response on that.
Yeah, I just got to say response after you build this card.
So it's not yet.
This isn't built yet, but when it goes down
you
here,
can tuck a card under it if you want to remember.
Yeah, after you build this card, build 1 foundation from your hand. Committed. So I actually will do that. And I will do this. That's going to remind me. Good idea. Okay, next up is going to be a copy of Sweet Satisfaction on a 4. Checked a 2. A Tasty Riff. Great card, but it is only a 2. Oh, that's nightmarish.
Well, you're going to have 3.
Yeah. True. But I was trying to build my defenses.
Question is if you want to have 4, yeah. Well,
Right.
yeah, this way you have 3 and build. The other way you would not build as much, but you'd have 4 for this coming turn, right?
Yeah, I'm going to tap these. I can't tap items.
Commit.
I can't commit items, right? Can I? It's just this isn't a found.
Correct.
I can't.
Yeah, that's the biggest difference is they can't be used in any.
I knew that. I knew that. Okay, so that's done. I will go for a Soulful Rendition on a 4. Come on. Another Tasty Riff. Yeah, I'm done. Wow, that's unlucky.
Yikes.
Gosh, and I don't want those.
When you put those 2 checks in your deck.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want my Tasty. Well, at least I want at least a Tasty Riff in my hand as well. So, all right. Well, that's me. Are we gonna have a repeat of last?
That did get intense.
All right, so I'm gonna do.
The last time we played, all Matthew and I did is check 3s until I checked 5s, and then the game was over.
Yeah.
All right, here comes a Yasuki's Spirit Wave. Nothing like Yasuki's Spirit Wave. On a 4, checks a 5. I will do this response, which is mill 1 and give it +2 speed. So it is a 5 high for 5.
5 high for 5. Okay. I will, if this attack speed is 4 or greater, it gets -2 speed. So I will do that.
It's a 3 high for 5. Actually, that's what it is. I will pass.
Okay, I will.
Oh, can you hear me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
My headset just said recharge headset, and I was like, oh, maybe it died.
Yeah.
So if I can't hear you, that's what it is. I'll switch to my other mic.
That's all right. I will. Yeah, I pass. You do anything else?
Nope, that's it for me. 3 high for 5.
3 high for 5. Okay, I will go for. Oh god, I haven't left myself the best. I can only partial block this. I'll take it. I'll take the 5.
All right.
14 health already. That feels not ideal, I'll say.
I just need a little dial to remember yours. All right, 14. Oh, it's right on your thing there.
Yeah, I got
All
the.
right. I will check a legendary bandit on a 4.
God. Thank God you're not attacking anymore.
Checks a 5. Out of reach on a 3. Checks a 5. And a spirit beast poo on a 3. Checks a 3.
Brilliant. Good. That's great. I'm happy with that.
But it's good that I can make your speed -2 and have 8.
Yeah.
Although I only have 2 cards.
Good. All right. All right. I'm just going to check if I'm going to review something. Let's have a look. I've seen the weakness in this deck, which is in my block modifiers at the top right-hand corner of my. I'm like, ooh, these are great cards. These are bad blocks. These are bad blocks.
When I was playing in more tournaments, that was definitely like as you're going down the list of things to check, then you go to your block modifiers, check your spread, and when you're like, what should I play a 2 of? You drop something that's like a +3.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna get rid of this and draw. Okay, interesting. That's so unlikely. What's in my hand right now? That is what's in my hand. So that's the way we're at. All right. Oh no. I've got cards in here which allow me to add a token, add a counter to my card.
Yeah.
Type of token that's on that card, but not a card that allows me to put a counter on the card. Do you know what I mean? So I've got like ways to duplicate things, but not ways to do things. I will. Okay, I can't do that now. Do I bother to? Yeah, okay. I will play I'm a Hero 2, which is the card that gives me my alternate win con, because I have an enhance on here that says if I play this and if I've got 25 or more applause, I win the game. So I'll play this on a 5. Check to 4. 5. This is a 5 high for 4. And I will first break a 2 you.
No, I think Breaker 2 has to be on defense.
Of course it does. I know it does.
But I did forget to respond. So it's -2 speed, so it's a 3 high.
3 high. This is last time I played this deck, it all came together so nicely. This time
it's so true.
It's not coming together in the same. I'm not drawing the cards in the correct order. You know what I mean? My tasty riffs are all here for starters.
That is how a card game works. So no, I'm not demeaning you. I'm just saying.
No, it's true. It's just it's RNG, right?
When you don't draw the cards and the checks are rough, it's a long game.
I'm really thinking here. Yeah, pass.
I don't have anything, so I will go to block.
Okay.
With this card that I think is too strong. So it's fine. It's a 3 mid. yours is a high, so I block on a 6.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah. Correct.
5 plus 1 is 6, but then this says after you block with this card, build it committed.
Oh, awesome.
So I take half, I take 2, but yeah, I just noticed this card. Like, I guess I haven't paid enough attention, but like, is this a staple foundation for people? It's a 0, it's a mid, and then after you block with it, you build it, and it's a 6 check.
Yeah, also, that's actually a great card for, I was playing the new Midoriya last week, right? And that's excellent because Midoriya is all about getting face-down foundations. And that's a great block that gives you a free face-down foundation. That's a great card for that deck.
I'm gonna ask
if it's in the same. If it's in the same, what are the symbols on that card?
Oh, I'm so bad at this with the new symbols. The gear, the star, and the leaf.
Yeah, so I think Midoriya will have at least. I'm checking right now, live on stream.
Sorry that I forget. The leaf must be life. I thought the star was all, but all seems like it would be the first symbol.
Oh, good, maybe. Yeah, this Midoriya's got life and all, I think. Or good, or whatever. Yeah, we know. The symbols all keep on changing. That's fine. All right, so this hit, which is good. So after your attack deals damage, which you did, gain 3 applause counters. Now I can actually start doing things with the deck because I have 3 applause counters with which to work. This is not a spin down. Oh well. So I've got 3 applause counters. Just 22 more to go, and I won this game. I will now. I would love to unflip a card. That's something I would love to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to... Yeah, I guess I will. I guess I'll do that again. I have another copy of I'm a Hero 2 right now. So I don't want to get rid of all of them, though. Although if I do, I need to get a Tasty Rift to get one back. So I've got another one. It's 5 high for 4. I need to check a 6. One of the check to 3. It's my last copy of I'm a Hero 2. Wow.
Right. I will give it -3 speed.
Well, hold on. I need to get 3 for my check from somewhere.
Yeah, no problem.
2, 3. Okay, yeah, done. And I will choose one. My first enhance is going to be choose one counter on your character and gain 1 of it. So I'm going to go up to 4 applause.
I like it.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Okay, I will. Yeah, I'm just going to go with this and send it. So 3 high for 4.
I will take 4. Go to
Excellent.
21.
That gets me up to 7 applause counters.
Hey!
It goes fast though, right? Those applause counters.
Yeah.
And now I will play. I'm going to go with a vast strength on a 4. Come on, I need this. A 6. Yes, this is why you're here. Pro Hero 10. And I will go with a Soulful Rendition on a 4. Checked a 3. And I will make that 4 with Incredible Display. Cool. That's me done.
All right. I will review. Grab a full hand of cards.
A full grip. That's what they say. Full grip. These go both to my momentum, which is good and bad, because if they're in my momentum, they're not in my discard pile to find again. What did you get down? Did you lose? What did you go down to, by the way? I wasn't counting. 27?
21.
21, sorry. That makes more sense. 21. Great.
All right, we're going to play a Yasuki's Spirit Wave. On a 4, checks a 6. We will respond and give it +3 speed. So it is a 6 high for 5.
I'm so dead.
I will respond after you play an attack. If it is the only attack in your card pool, it gets +3 damage.
It's a 6 high for what, sorry?
So 6 high for 8 damage.
Yeah, I was worried it was going to be 8. Okay. All right. Not very sportsmanlike of you to attack someone.
Those are actually both responses. So my first enhance is going to be this one, which is if this attack deals damage, my next attack gets +1, but I do have to check a 4, and I check a 5.
Okay. All right.
Now it's your enhance.
Okay, I'm going to firstly use Jiro's base, and my once per turn on this is to discard a momentum and give myself 2 applause.
Nice.
So I'm going to do that going up to 9. Which was a 9. Just a 9. Can't really see that, but it is on 9. Yeah, deal with that. Try to do something there, but you can't.
I will destroy this one. If this attack deals damage, I draw 2 cards.
I beg your pardon. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
That's it then. It's a 6 high for 8.
6 high for 8. I guess I'm... All right, if this attack speed is 4 or greater, it gets -2 speed.
Yep.
That's what I'll do. So it's a 4.
Slowing down the speed demon.
It's lucky that I'm playing because Jin is just like all about speed. At least Jiro's got some brakes on it, you know. I will. Yeah, I guess I will. It's your turn, actually. In fairness, so.
Oh yeah, I passed.
Okay, I will pass as well to blocks. Oh dear. All right, I'm gonna have to hope and a prayer. Here's my last copy of I'm a Hero 2, by the way, and I will do that. I'm going to play that on a 1, 2. So it's a 4, 5, 6 to block. Yeah. Come on, Pro Hero 10. Nope. Surprising skill. That's fine. I will tap down Vast Strength. So this is partialed. So I'm going to take 4.
Mm.
I do have a response now, which is after you block, your rival's next attack gets +1 difficulty.
Nice.
I have that twice. Because I have 2 copies of Soulful Rendition.
All right.
So your next attack is +2 difficulty to check.
I'm on it. What did I hit you for then? Half
4.
of that? That was 4?
Yeah, hit me for 4, yeah.
Down to 10. Hit me with your best shot.
Oh.
All right, so I'm going to play Spirit Uppercut on a 4, 5, 6, 7.
I like that.
Checks a 5, 6, 7.
That didn't do almost anything to you. That's a...
I will respond to give it +3 speed. So
Okay.
it is a 7 low for 4 damage. But my first enhance will be give it +1 damage for every card with the word spirit in your card pool. And I have 2. So it'll get +2 damage. So it is now a 7 low for 6 damage.
7 low for 6. Okay, I'm gonna give it -2 speed.
Yep.
So bring that back down to 5.
I'm gonna check a 4. I check a 5 or do a 4 check. If this attack deals damage, my next attack gets +1 damage.
That's bad because that means there's another attack coming. I don't want that. Yeah, I will. I guess I'm passing.
I will pass as well. So it is a 5 speed low for 6 damage. Ooh, excuse me.
Let me just have a quick think. 5, 6. Yeah, I've taken 6.
All right. Take 6, go to 4.
Please be. I know it's not. Oh, God. I don't want 2 absolute blowouts back to. Oh, God.
I will play Finger Daggers on a 4, 5, 6. Checks a 5. +1 is 6. I will respond. Mill 1, give it +2. So it is a 5 mid for 7 damage. I do have this enhance. So I'll check a 4. I do. My next attack gets +1 damage if this one deals damage.
Yeah. I'll give it -2 speed.
Yep. It's a 3 mid for 7. I pass.
3 mid for 7. So if I only take half damage, I'm still taking 4.
Oh, sorry. If this attack deals damage, I draw a card. I missed that enhance.
Yeah. If I take half damage, I'm still taking 4, right? Because it's rounded up. So I have no way to block this card fully. I don't believe. Well, I could pray. So let's try. Cool.
Any enhances on your
No.
foundations or anything?
No, nothing yet. Nothing I can do.
That's crazy. So that means this +1 floating damage is a differential, because otherwise it would be a 6 and half would be 3.
These software renditions are gone as well, which is I forgot to flip those. Yeah, I go to blocks.
Yep. All you 3 mid for 7.
3 mid for 7. I do have a mid, but it's a 4. So I'll try to play this on a 2. On a 1. Okay. No, what am I doing? I'm doing a block modifier right now, right? So this is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to check an 8.
Did your camera freeze?
Oh, I guess it did. Sorry. Why?
I'm like,
Why?
I'm not seeing any action on your screen. Often I look down, I have to admit.
Hold on, let me work this out. I'm just shuffling a deck and drawing a bunch of cards. And...
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, there we
go. Yes, I'm back. Oh, wow, I've got loads of stuff in my hand now. That's great. Whoa, that's
hey!
lucky. No, so I don't. I have that. I have that one card. So I will. So this was on an 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Check to 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is blocked.
And it's a mid?
Yes.
Hey, I thought you said you didn't have a mid block.
I do. I didn't count this really as a mid block because it's a 4. It's like I don't really have a good mid block. So yeah, did it. Great.
Now, young Skywalker, you
Are
will
you
die.
4 attacks? I'm dead. I'm dead. Well done. I'm dead. I've got nothing. I'm completely
4,
done.
5, 6, 7. Let me just check it. 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What is this one?
It's another spiritual uppercut. So
Gotcha.
it'll get +3 damage. It'll be 6.
Yeah, I know last time
And
I let you do
+2
it. This
speed.
time I'm not. You win. There we go.
8 cards in my hand because I drew the 2 off of that one.
Oh, I didn't. I was like, if this is the last attack, I can just survive and start doing something. But 4 attacks was just untenable for me. I need a good board build.
It's funny, like you call it a blowout, and I get it in terms of like damage and score, but the fact that I had to get to a 4th attack and that you blocked this one, so it's kind of like really like a fighting game when you're playing with somebody and you're like so close to getting control, and then they get that like super huge button combo on you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
And you're just like, oh, it was so close except for that part. So like the score looks so different from what actually happened.
Absolutely. No, I mean, this deck does have some good defense in it, which I quite like, but I was really down to 0. That was like that last block was everything I had. That was my character was tapped down, everything's gone, and cards in hand was down to 1 high block, which was a 3 because there's a lost in thought. I'm like, yeah, it's nothing. That's it. That's all I can do. Well done.
It's funny. I don't pay attention enough to like where the whole meta is at the game anymore as much, but I wonder how powerful this character is and how powerful this foundation are. They both feel really good.
I know that Jin is not I think Jin is in like the A tier of characters. I think it's a fairly well-regarded character. I believe. Right. I don't think it's like it's not. I don't believe Jin is one of the competitive decks, but I do think it's a fairly highly regarded character.
I mean, there's so much to cancel speed, fully block attack, like stuff like that I can see just getting speed isn't enough.
No, just getting speed is very rarely enough, right? You need to be able to because here's a bunch of weak attacks. Okay, I'll take it, I suppose. So. But yeah, that was definitely. Yeah. Well, the thing is, as well, is that I was going with Jiro, so I was only starting at 19 as well.
Right,
really
right. No, for sure. Like it can feel like, oh gosh, but it's just when you can't get the checks, or they just sneak in damage, or what happened to you is you were constantly partial blocking, right?
Yeah,
it just whittles you down so fast till when the final blow hits you for 6, that's all you have left.
Yeah, exactly. I want to build your or something similar to your what's the character called? Hitsumi, is that her name?
Yeah.
I want to build a deck like that. And I also do quite want that character card because it is pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one. So I think what happened is I bought a box of Dark Tournament and then I built a deck out of only Dark Tournament. And I am very much known as the Speed Demon locally. It was always like Speed was like, what is this attack? A 9 speed high for how much? 2 damage.
yeah, exactly, right.
And I was just like the momentum king. I love doing that. But May was also one of my favorites. And so when this one came out, did I buy? I think I bought this one from the shop owner.
You did.
I think he had this card and he sold it to me. And then I went and got all the cards for hers. But yeah, mine is the same. I don't have any set 1 cards in here. But there's so many set 2 that I'd be sad to lose.
Yeah.
Specifically because May was in set 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Net Gun Surprise is from there, and a couple
of
others.
There was a lot of support for her in Girl Power. But yeah, some of her key cards. If we just, you could just do. I mean, when you're playing me, I don't care if the card was in set 1, right? That doesn't make any difference to me.
Sure, yeah.
But it would be nice to build Mei Hatsumi with a legal Mei Hatsumi deck. But if I was going to do that as well, I'd be like, cool, I'm going to build one that's going to be legal next year rather than one that's legal right now as well.
I think set 2 and set 3 rotate out on January 1st.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So you'd want to build something that starts with not Undaunted Raid, which whatever step.
Yeah, go to my locals. My wife does aerial on Tuesday nights, and our locals are Tuesday nights, so I don't go anymore. But I should go one of these weeks and try out this May deck and just see. Like, it's very combo-y,
That's why I really like that deck, and that was May was one of the main characters I was excited. Actually, Girl Power was full of so many cool cards for me, characters that I liked as well. So
sure,
I thought Girl Power was a really good set. For what I enjoy, and Jet Burn was also pretty cool. I'm looking. When's the next full My Hero set out? I guess not until 2026.
No, right now. It just came out.
What do you mean?
I think it came out this weekend. Attack on Titan?
No, I mean the next My Hero set, essentially.
Oh.
The next, that's an actual My Hero set. Because I think
while I was cleaning, there was a poster, and I undid the poster, and it shows the 2025 lineup, like Ninja Turtles are coming.
Yeah, Ninja Turtles
and Critical Role.
Yeah, I did have it all. I did know all of it. There was Guilty Gear, I think, is going to be happening.
Yep.
But just because they announced
a My Hero set in there, actually.
But just because they announce like a IP's coming to Universus next year, it doesn't guarantee it's going to be a full booster box or anything like that. So. But I'm getting there's a Solo Leveling card, because Solo Leveling is an anime that I really, really enjoyed. And there's going to be a challenger deck for Jinwoo, I think his name is the main character from it. So I pre-ordered that when that comes in. I've stopped buying everything for My Hero because I can't keep up. And I don't really do enough with the cards, essentially.
Right. Yeah, it's hard for me to buy boxes and build decks. I did hear, obviously, I was excited, but like either getting some individual cards or getting the decks to play with. I mean, I'm so impressed with their Challenger Series decks. I mean, one out of two is fantastic, and the other one is usually still playable. You know?
Yeah, I think the Challenger decks, like we've said loads of times, they're one of the best pre-constructed, other than Commander decks. They're the best as well. I put them basically on a par. And they're both fantastic. But I love them. And they are certainly one thing I'm much more tempted to buy. I'm not like a big Star Wars lower decks fan. Although
Star Trek, careful.
Star Trek lower decks, whatever. I'm not a big fan of that. And although I've never watched it, I'm sure I'd enjoy it. But I don't know if I need to buy 4 Challenger decks, because it's like that's a booster box. That's like $100, right, to buy all 4 of them. But I do think if there's Challenger decks and there's 4 of them and they're Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and I'm like, I will be getting those probably.
Nice.
But I will say that I like the Cowboy Bebop stuff. I like the Solo Leveling stuff and all that, and Trigun and those types, and I'm fine with everything else. But I really do love My Hero the most. I think it's like one of my favorite shows of all time, and I think I'm gonna concentrate more on the My Hero stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You just can't keep up with everything. There's a lot of product that comes out.
It's so true, and there's so many card games right now for me.
Yeah, that's like I've really struggled to keep up with Star Wars Unlimited, and I really, really enjoy Star Wars Unlimited. I've struggled to keep up with it.
Yeah, that's definitely the one that I'm keeping up with the most. But of course, I run a weekly league, so it makes it a lot easier to keep up with it when you run something for it.
There's lots of other games I'm interested in all the time as well. It's like, oh, this looks interesting. Grand Archive. What's this? What's Union Arena? This looks interesting. It's just like, how am I gonna? If there's no digital client, it makes it infinitely harder to keep up with and justify putting money into it. So, but I don't know.
And also, I'm supposed to play board games for my board game podcast. And
I do board game content.
You
sometimes.
Professionally work on board game content. So
that's the thing.
No, I'm happy. I'm not down. I'm not saying I should, as in I don't want to. It's just funny. On top of card games, I'm also keeping up with board games. You know,
it's interesting as well. Like, because when you're talking, when I do stuff for board game content, the board gamer mind is cool. You mentioned Universus, so now you've mentioned that. You don't have to talk about it again, right? Because you've mentioned that game.
Right.
And you've also mentioned Foundations of Rome. You mentioned this game. You don't have to mention them again. It's like, no, I could talk about Universus only. I could talk about that. There's loads of cool stuff. There's this now. There's this now. There's this now. And the board gamer mentality doesn't work like that at all. It's like, that's one game. Let's talk about the next game. It's like, no, but this is... So it's a completely different mindset, I think, in those kind of things. I don't know.
I've been impressed with how much I don't care that Universus has multiple properties in it.
Yeah.
it really hasn't bothered me to be like, oh, this is my hero and Critical Role. That makes no sense. It's like, it works. It's fine. Everything felt individual as it came out, and then it just gets mixed, you know?
I agree. I think that they do it the best for mixing IPs and stuff. And it's like there's loads of talk. I mean, I watched the Prof's video on Tulare Community College's video on all the stuff coming out for Magic the Gathering and how it feels like Magic the Gathering's losing its identity because there's loads of extra IPs.
Right.
Whereas Universus doesn't struggle with that because it is a game of, it's the game where all these people come in from all these places and do battle, right? And yes, you can have Mayhatsumi fighting, you know, a Titan, and that's fine. That's the way the game works, and I've never had a problem with that because that's always been the way it's worked, and they do a really good job of bringing I know Paula was really impressed with a lot of the stuff that Critical Role Challenger decks had in them because it really brought those characters to life. It felt like they understood the characters and they did a lot of work on that. And they do. And I've always said that with the My Hero stuff. I'm like, this card makes sense. That's doing this. It's, you know, a Choco is flipping things because it's gravity and it's like, it makes sense. And like the new Midoriya is like, you can spend everything to do a powerful attack, but then you'll have nothing left. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of how he is.
That's how he is, yeah. Even the original one, that's what he did. It was like, you discard your whole hand to get plus 10 damage.
It's like, and they really do a great job of bringing the things, the characters to life in the game, and I think that's very, very impressive. I've always said this, it's like when you just look at the game, you'll go, okay, there's like 6 things you can do. You can add a speed, take a speed away, you can flip a card. It's like there's not that much, but there's so much depth to Universus.
It's why it's like my favorite, and then Marvel Champions is my other because they do the same thing. They just bring these characters to life so well.
It's incredible. It's really, really impressive. It's such a Universus is such a great game. It really is. I'm so lucky that we've had a chance to do this because otherwise,
I'm probably, if it's feasible, pretty all in on the Critical Role set.
You think so?
I think I'm pretty excited. Like how you're saying, miss some, but I think I'm excited to maybe purchase a bunch there and make some decks there because I think that's a pretty exciting one. I really like those decks. Those are my favorite. The Godzilla ones were really neat, but in the end, I definitely like the Critical Role decks.
I liked the Godzilla. Because Godzilla was interesting, right? Because obviously, these are characters that are real characters that have been around for 70 years or whatever. But it was harder to bring. I don't know. It's hard in a way. It's harder to bring Mothra to life. You know, I feel like they're kind of like caricatures rather than characters in a way. So it kind of like they were cool decks, and we played a bunch of them, and I like the decks and everything, and there's some really great cards, but there isn't quite as much personality to those decks. I feel like.
Agreed. It's like they stomp and bite and breathe fire.
Yeah, it's like I see. It really is what's missing from those. It's like they're great.
That's what they do.
Like there's some really great characters in that as well. That's people that are still very competitive but there's just not as personality in those decks, which is what I think they managed to bring to everything else. And Critical Role lends itself to that really, really well.
I would actually have to say, though, the thing that does the best at bringing IPs together, and I don't care, is Unmatched.
Yeah, does a great job.
It's fantastic. I like even just, hearing people say, I now play co-op with a T-Rex and Spider-Man, like, and it works. Who cares, So that's a... We're not sponsored by Restoration Game, where every game is a second chance.
But and coming up,
you may be.
I am sometimes. Yes, I'm looking at next year's roadmap. Solo leveling, then Heroes of Exandria is March 7th, so it's coming up really quick. Then Attack on Titan Apocalypse, which is that the 3rd set for Attack on Titan? Then I guess.
Yeah.
Wow. Street Fighter, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Guilty Gear. But
so there's no My Hero in there?
There's no My Hero. Well, it says surprises along the way. In addition to all the above, expect to see a few little surprises. I'd be very surprised if there wasn't some My Hero release, even if it's like a couple challenger decks or something like that. Because I do think Universus recognizes that the reason people... Can you hear me? Yeah. You had Your headphones died completely.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, it died completely.
I do think the reason that a lot of people got back into the game to start off with, and they relaunched the game with My Hero. So there's a lot of people who are here for My Hero. So I'd be very surprised if they don't do any releases.
It is also rotating out, so it's good of them to not necessarily bring it back in. Like,
yeah,
because now you've got this You've got this collection of My Hero that you can and can't use. That's a little confusing. So
that's true.
A reasonable argument there. Like as it rotates out, then there's other things. And Ninja Turtles is the other one. I mean, I was a full-on, like, I remember my friend's birthday party where we went, 9 kids to the movie theater to see the Ninja Turtles movie as a kid. I am of that exact age.
I was very much a Ninja Turtles fan, and I was always very upset that I didn't like pizza because I don't like cheese. So I was like, man, but I want to like it. So yeah, they're doing a booster release and starter decks. So
have you seen the newest Ninja Turtles movie where they're like even younger?
No.
Fantastic.
Is it really? I think
don't even hesitate to watch it. It's that good.
I think that's the art style of the set.
Okay.
That they're releasing because it's
it's just very similar to the Miles Morales.
It's more stylistic the way, and I think that's it's from that. Yeah, it is. They're a little bit younger. It's a little more like sketched artwork in a way. Oh,
you got to see that movie. It is so good.
But Solo Leveling, I loved it. I'm here for the anime. The one thing I am here for is anime. I love it. So anyway,
it's not as much for me. So you can see me Critical Role and
exactly.
It stands out more for me.
That's the beauty. We all get things that we like. It's a great game that we can enjoy together.
We were talking about this yesterday with people, and I was like, yeah, anime just. I remember Dragon Ball Z being a handful of people in high school that watched that.
Yeah,
and then we were looking it up. So Pokemon came out in '98 in America.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way, even if it was out in 98, that anybody was talking about it. So it wasn't until I was in college that I even heard of Pokemon.
Yeah, see, I was in I remember being in year 7 and year 8, which is the first 2 years of high school. So I actually went to a high school, not a secondary school, which is just a semantic difference, really. But so I would have been 12, 13 when Pokemon the games came out, when the first Game Boy games came out for it. And so I was like, I definitely watched Pokemon on TV, and I liked the original video games, the Game Boy games on it and stuff, but I never kept up with Pokemon. Man, do you know what? I said this to many, I think I've said this to you before. I just wish someone would have sat me down when I was 10 years old or 11 years old and said, hey, there's a new game out. It's called Magic the Gathering. You should play it. And I wish someone. But I've said this with. I definitely said this to Paula. I didn't know anyone that played Magic the Gathering. I didn't know anyone that played Pokemon. I had Pokemon cards, but we didn't play the game. And I never met anyone who, when I was younger, who said, "Hey, do you want to play D&D? There's this game called D&D." I never had any of that. I never met anyone who knew about those games. So it's only later in life that I discovered these things. Like when I was like 29, 30, when I started discovering these things, which is, I'm like, man, I'm so late to the game.
Yeah, I was lucky. I was 7, 80 still, and my brother, who's older than me, had a group of friends that played Axis and Allies and all these Avalon Hill games.
Yeah, so that's it, man.
Which my parents also played, and it was like, oh, one of our friends is sick. And he's like, I think my kid brother could handle, playing Russia tonight for us in Axis and Allies. So at 7 years old, I got to play with all these teenagers. And, and then my brother was like, cool, now we can play all the time. So it was like Christmas vacations.
Yeah.
We would just have all these games set up, Titan and Elric and Axis and Allies and all these big, really Avalon Hill or those Milton Bradley games, broadsides and boarding parties.
Yeah.
At some point I played originally, I don't remember exactly when or where, but Merchants of Venus,
Yeah. I just I never, because everyone says, "Oh, what games did you play growing up?" I'm like, I a couple card games like Whist and stuff, maybe, and like Rummy. That's about it. I didn't play any games growing up, like board games or card games, and I didn't get it. Yeah, I just didn't get into it. Literally, when I was about 28, 29, that's when I started getting into games because I never played any before, really.
My friends had a foreign exchange student from Germany,
and
like halfway through his stay in the school year. So we hung out with, he was our age, so we hung out with him all the time, and we were driving age.
But halfway through the school year, he had his parents like send over a game, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to gift this to the family, so let's play it." It was Die Siedler von Catan.
Oh, awesome!
Literally the German version of Catan, and that's what we played. And he taught us the game, and then when he left, it was like all we had was German rules,
and probably not really a way to find the English rules because there's no Board Game Geek.
There was internet, just so you know.
No, but there wouldn't have been. It's not as readily. It's not as easy now as it is.
It was
now.
harder to look up the rules for a game than it is now. Yeah, but
so
all right. Well, we should rock and roll. So thank you everybody for joining us. Join us next Friday. We'll always say hopefully next Friday.
Hopefully next Friday.
On Thursday. So that's our plan too. Thank you, Matthew, as well. And until next time, we hope you step into the portal.
Bye,
everybody.